is here for you.
The cemetery ministry is a core ministry of our Catholic faith tied to the corporal works of mercy. It's comforting to know that our Catholic cemeteries are caring for the remains of our loved ones awaiting the resurrection. There are 44 Archdiocese of Chicago Catholic cemeteries willing to help you in your time of loss. Call 708-449-6100 or visit CatholicCemeteriesChicago.org. Catholic Cemeteries, serving the Catholic community since 1837.
You're listening to Catholic Chicago on WNDZ 750 AM. Every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Archdiocese of Chicago presents programming about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning, and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and we thank you so much for joining us today. We welcome everyone who's tuning in on WNDZ 750 AM here in Chicago, and also those who are tuning in on the live stream of the show on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. Today's show is an employee spotlight on an incredibly dedicated Catholic Charities staff member who has been going above and beyond for Catholic Charities clients for over 15 years. Noreen Russo started working at Catholic Charities at a very young age. She rose to become director of our call center, then manager of the junior board, then project manager for our after-supper visions program, and now she is associate director of board relations and mission engagement, where she has been helping lead a series of new projects for the agency. Noreen is smart, talented, so well-liked and respected throughout the agency, and she always is focused on how to help clients with their immediate needs and plan for a brighter future. Welcome, Noreen.
Thanks, Katie. Thank you for having me today.
So pleased that you're with us and that we can shine the spotlight on all the great things that you've done for Catholic Charities in your career here. Can you share with our audience how you got first introduced and started working at Catholic Charities?
Sure. So when I was in high school, a good friend of mine, Father Wayne Watts, asked me to come down and volunteer, actually stuffing envelopes for the development department. So I went down and had just such a wonderful experience that I wanted to learn more about Catholic Charities and get more involved. So I asked him how I could do that, and actually got involved with the After Supper Visions program as a volunteer as well. So,
and then
when I was in high school.
And then what was your first role as an employee with the agency?
So I actually started when the call center opened, and I was an information and referral specialist. So I was answering phone calls for our call center.
And so as you grew in your experience with the call center, can you share with our audience what happens when callers either phone in or email to the call center? How do you connect them with Catholic Charities programs and services to help with immediate needs as well as long-term hopes, for stability in their lives?
Yeah, so the call center is a centralized place that anyone in the city of Chicago can call 311 and get connected to our information and referral specialists who do a brief screening, find out what the client is in need of, and then we connect them to the right place because all the resources in the city of Chicago are available through the call center. So it's actually it was an unbelievable experience when I was just out of college, because I learned so much about all the need in Chicago and all the different possibilities that clients have to get assistance. So I learned about all the different agencies and so much of what Catholic Charities does, and it's a lot that we do. So
it probably gave you a greater appreciation for the breadth and expansion of our agency as well. You probably were introduced to so many people so quickly in your role.
Yes, exactly.
And then when After Supervision started in 2002, Noreen, you were one of the first 5 members of the photo team that got that whole program going. And now over 1,200 artists have grown in their ability as photographers. Here we are approaching almost the 20-year anniversary of that program. Can you share with us what were your first impressions of the artists taking photos and how the whole startup evolved there?
Yeah, so again, I was in high school and I came down and I was framing with the team, and it was a small group of artists that they got together. I think there was only 20. And it's been amazing to see how the artists have grown. They've become, close to professional photographers. Their artwork is beautiful. They're so intrigued with learning more about photography. And then just the community that has been built around the program has been such a wonderful experience for me. I often think I get more out of it than maybe they do, because they're beautiful artwork, but also them as humans and being able to build community with them and learn from them as well.
Can you share about several of the artists that have been with the program for a long time? And I know for you and for all of us who are even remotely connected to After Supervisions, they really become friends with all of us. Can you share about some of the friends you've met along the way through this program?
Sure. 2 examples come to mind right off the bat. We have a gentleman, Mike, who has been involved with the program for a long, long time, and he's actually become kind of a leader and helps teach the classes. And it's just unbelievable to see him with other artists and looking at pictures and describing what they like about them or what they can change about the photo. So he's an example of someone who's come along the journey and learned confidence and been able to, help us teach other artists. And then another person who comes to mind is Deborah, who has also been involved with the program for a long time. And she actually has helped us with our social media. She basically runs our Instagram account. So it's been fun to give her something that she can own and really be part of the team in a different aspect. We've had people who have bought cameras. We have people who have paid rent with the money that they earn from the show. And it's just been unbelievable to not only see the art, but grow as a family of the After Supervisions team.
Well, I think one of the reasons for the success of After Supervisions is the fact that you and the rest of the photo team members have stayed dedicated to it for so long. The artists know that you believe in them, and so then they, believe in themselves. And it's really quite impressive what you and the other photo team members have created over the last 19 years, Noreen.
Thank you, Katie.
We're going to take a quick break here on the Voice of Charity, and when we return, we're going to continue our employee spotlight conversation with Noreen Russo. Please stay tuned.
Thanks.
Caring adults make all the difference in the lives of adolescents. Catholic Charities understands this, and our mentorship program provides a free opportunity for youth living in Lake County to spend time, virtually, with volunteers who genuinely care about them. This program is ideal for youths age 9 to 12 who may need support navigating the challenges of childhood and early adolescence. Our amazing volunteers serve as friends and role models who help youth recognize their strengths and empower them to reach their full potential. Catholic Charities conducts a thorough background check on every volunteer, and our program coordinator closely monitors and supports each relationship. Mentoring is a fun after-school program that is totally different from remote learning. Virtual group sessions help youth enjoy fun activities with their peers, too. We're connecting youth with great role models. Join us today. To learn more, call 312-937-3375. That's 312-937-3375.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and today we're talking with Noreen Russo, Catholic Charities Associate Director of Board Relations and Mission Engagement, and we're sharing about the many ways that she's contributed to the mission of the agency over the past 15 years. Noreen, when you became manager for the junior board, can you share with us what were your main priorities? How large was the board, and what did you think the first goals should be for the first few years that you were being manager?
So I wanted to make sure that everyone felt welcome and, appreciated and loved. The junior board is a great starting point or entry into Catholic Charities, and we do that by volunteer opportunities, faith components, and social events. So really making sure when people walked in the door for the first time, because it can be intimidating, young professionals who might not know other people in the city might be intimidated by walking into a room of other young professionals. So I really just wanted to make sure people felt welcome and that they felt part of the Catholic Charities mission.
You've been so successful in expanding the size and the mission of the junior board. Can you share with us what have you said about the agency to young professionals who might be interested in joining the junior board to help them learn more about the agency and join in its mission?
It's very easy for me to talk about Catholic Charities because I love it so much, and I've seen how large it is and how many different programs and opportunities we have to serve. And I think that's helpful for people to know, but also for young professionals who might have different skills, to know that there's not just one or two opportunities, there's several to get involved with the agency. We do lots of different things, from working with the refugees to youth programs to seniors and all sorts of different programs at Catholic Charities. So, I just brag about how great Catholic Charities is and how vast it is. So it's pretty easy to talk about.
So I know that some of your events with the junior board are fundraisers, and then others, as you said, are volunteer opportunities, and then others are opportunities created for the members to grow spiritually. Can you share what some of those go-to events are that you've created, and how they have been able, what has been able to been continued during the pandemic, and what you're going to go back and resume once things are completely over now?
Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah. So there's some key social events that are super fun and super great ways to get young professionals involved and to just get to know each other, but also get to know about the agency. So I kind of call them friend raisers because we're not making, as much as some of the big events at Catholic Charities, but we do a boat cruise, we do a casino night, we do kind of some other smaller events at like local bars, but all of them we fundraise for a program that we're involved with as volunteers. So it gives us motivation to make money for the program. The boat cruise is like 3 hours on the river and lake, and really fun time, music, and all that jazz. So that's one of our signature events. And then we also have casino night, which is a bigger event that there's casino gaming and then music and socializing and fundraising for our family, parish, and support services. So those are some signature ones that obviously we weren't unable to do during the pandemic that we hope to get back. We do faith has like retreats and mass opportunities and different ways to gather and talk about our faith. And then volunteer, we have several different opportunities from, as I said, seniors to children. And we, of course, during the pandemic had to shift a little bit. We were able to keep some of our volunteer opportunities available, but most of our in-person gatherings had to be paused. So we were able to shift to a virtual way of gathering, and we did a lot on faith in action. So we had a lot of guest speakers and book clubs and different opportunities that hopefully we'll be able to resume, but in an in-person way, because everyone likes being in person better than on Zoom, right?
Absolutely. And I know one of your very well-attended events is your the Thanksgiving dinner that the junior board serves to our refugee clients. Is that able to resume this year?
Yeah, we're hoping to resume that as well. That's a lovely event. Thanks for bringing it up, Katie. It's where we provide a Thanksgiving meal to the clients who are part of our refugee program. So it's a beautiful day because it's people from all over the world coming together to thank God and eat and break bread together. So well, it's a lovely event that we hope to continue.
And in some cases, they've probably never experienced an American Thanksgiving before, right?
Yeah. So.
And so, Noreen, you mentioned that some of the special projects that you've been working on involve a review of our financial assistance programs. In our short time before our break, can you just give a quick overview of what that review has revealed and, maybe some of the projects that you've been working on this summer?
Sure. We have a ton of different ways that people can get financial assistance at the agency. So, and as my work in the call center, as I said, that we kind of connect people to the different resources. So I've luckily had the opportunity during COVID to work on some special projects. And one of them is helping with, since we have an influx of financial assistance to help all the people that are in need because of COVID. So many people were affected and so many people need rent and utility assistance. So I've been able to help out with that. And it's been a beautiful experience to not only work with the employees, but the clients and see how the agency is literally just helping people so often with such wonderful stuff.
We're going to take another break here on The Voice of Charity, and when we return, we'd love to hear more about your clients' stories, about people who've struggled during the pandemic and are finding hope and help with Catholic Charities. Please stay tuned.
There is so much waiting for you at Catholic Charities Senior Services. We offer programs and services to help make the most of every day. Friendships and fun are guaranteed at our drop-in senior centers. Our adult daycare centers offer enjoyment and greater supervision to seniors who need it, while their caregivers get a break. Holy Family Villa provides a beautiful, safe environment for seniors looking for short or long-term residential facility. And we offer assistance with senior benefits, care coordination, congregate and home-delivered meals, hospital transition, and much more. For more than 100 years, we have accompanied seniors through every transition in their lives, and we are here for you now. Catholic Charities is a name and an agency you can trust. Call Senior Services today at 312-655-7700. That's 312-655-7700.
I feel special. I feel great. I got good grades.
We've seen a huge surge in our kids now meeting or exceeding grade level. Come check us out. You may have never thought we were an option before.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and today I'm speaking with Noreen Russo, who has been a tremendous advocate for Catholic Charities clients for the past 15 years. Noreen, before the break, we were talking about the financial assistance programs that you've been involved with, especially this summer. Can you share a couple client stories with us that show how Catholic Charities has been able to assist people with short-term financial assistance, and then that has helped to give them greater long-term stability in their lives?
Sure. That so many people were affected by COVID, as I said earlier, and lost jobs or family members. And one of the funds that was available to clients was specifically for people who were affected by COVID. So hundreds of people have come to our doors for financial assistance because they lost employment or a family member or other circumstances related to COVID. I've seen and reviewed lots of cases and been involved in, different aspects of how the case goes. But in particular, I have seen where whole families might be living in a house and at the point of almost eviction because they've lost employment. Specifically, I've seen like a lot of people who are in the restaurant industry or jobs where they weren't able to get unemployment. And they come to our door when they are at the point of almost, eviction, and we're able to pay their rent and get them out of that situation so that they can move forward with their lives. I've also one case that comes to mind in particular is where we've been able to find housing for a client or clients. And because of our relationship as Catholic Charities with some of these management companies and landlords, we're able to work with them and explain that, these people might be in a hard situation, but Catholic Charities is here to support them. And so we've been able to negotiate with landlords even when clients might have bad credit or situations where typically a landlord might not be willing to rent to them. So recently we were able to get two people into an apartment building and then do kind of wraparound services where they were able to get rent and first month's security deposit, through financial assistance, and then, different people involved were able to get like bedding and all the stuff you might need for an apartment. So the experience has been lovely, to just be able to make sure that people are not on the streets, and that they have a home to go home to. And it's a great thing that Catholic Charities does.
Well, it's a great thing that Catholic Charities does, but it's also you, Noreen. You have tremendous, I've had the great fortune of watching you interact with clients, and you have so much warmth and empathy for what they're going through. I can't help but just think that that's just such a gift to them as they're facing tough times like that. Can I also, in the short time we have left, ask if your faith has played any role in your contributions to Catholic Charities over the years, and if so, how?
Yeah, I think 100%, Katie. My faith plays a role. From a young age, my family's been very involved in, the Catholic faith. So I've seen my aunts and uncles and grandparents, use their faith in action. And I think that's an important thing that's been part of my life, that not only, going to Mass and all that good stuff, but living out my faith, and really using my talent, time, and treasures to help others in need. So I'm very grateful for my faith, and that it's taught me all that it has. So.
Well, you mentioned that phrase, faith in action. I honestly think you're a tremendous example of that for all of us who know you, Noreen, truly. Can you please share with us the contact information for the different service areas that we've discussed today, the call center?
Sure. You can call 311 and ask for short-term help in the city of Chicago. For financial assistance.
Great. And then for Catholic Charities call center, I believe it's Get Help at CatholicCharities.net.
Yeah.
And then 312-655-7700 if anybody wants to contact us, correct. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
Great.
You are.
And then for After Supper Visions, Noreen?
AfterSupperVisions.com is our website. So
great. And then the junior board?
You can call me at 312-655-7932 or email me at nrusso, R-U-S-S-O, at CatholicCharities.net.
Noreen, thank you so much for sharing all this great information with us today. You've beautifully and humbly spoken about the Catholic Charities mission and our clients as we've talked about your 15 years of service with the agency. You also help listeners understand how their donations are really make a difference in the lives of our clients. Again, thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for joining us today. We invite everybody back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Bredemann, wishing you all a happy and healthy week from everyone at Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.